here are not supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
New York Podcast, live on the Evening Rush Network. Real, raw, and uncut Queens.
Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday, all. How you ladies doing today?
We're good.
Hey, we good.
Envy, you normally start with the hey. You didn't do that today. What's that? You want to do this over?
He didn't even do our opening. He is so fired. This is some bullshit. He didn't even do the Queens of NYC real. This is terrible. Terrible. But hey, everybody. Happy Monday. How's everybody doing?
We're
I'm
good.
tired. I'm tired like every Monday. What's new?
But I think we the most tired as women ever because, good Lord, we doing 50 million things all the time.
Hey, Roz, and we are the first show for the week, so we are definitely the most tired when it comes.
What she said?
She said she was about to say started over.
Because we didn't get that hey, and then we didn't get our regular intro. Yes, I'm with you,
right.
Mandy. I'm with you. That's not the way we open up. We act like we ain't got no energy. I got a massage from Rainbow this weekend, so sis is like, I'm fully energized.
She energized and I'm not.
My energy is not the same as last week. I got way more energy this
week.
So
I'm about to give me a massage because I need some energy.
Oh, but nah.
Hey, Mandy, happy Monday.
Yes, Team Roz here, of course. Hey,
yes,
man.
we appreciate y'all.
Hey,
so we can clearly see how precious Weekend was. She had a massage and she's energized. I gave the massage and I think she might have took my energy.
I think so. I think so because for the past couple of weeks I have not been energized. I've been like,
I'm over it. Envy.
If y'all don't know what follow her at Rainbow One by
Rainbow.
Thank you for her massage. She is a masseuse in real life. Yes, not just on the TV show. She's a masseuse in real life. What you say?
and she added prenatal massages, so y'all better check her out. And pregnant women, you better check her out.
Let me tell you something. Pregnant women, lower back and everything, and all of that stuff be hurting. You gotta keep yourself, prenatal massage and make it easier, childbirth and all of that other good stuff. So
Mandy said her name say milestone follower. She never seen that anywhere. What we gotta. I'm pretty sure that probably meant you've been here for like 6 months or something. Like since it's a milestone, but we're gonna check that out.
I don't know, Mandy. What's going on with that?
Yeah, regardless of what, you one of us. So don't play. You here?
All day.
So what's today's topic, ladies?
Today's topic.
Maintaining your individuality, I believe. Let's see. Dawn is about to be fired. What's up?
Dawn should have been fired.
Isn't it like, how do you maintain your individuality when in a relationship?
Yes, that's what it's supposed to be.
That's what Mandy. You are special.
Yes, girl, you are special.
And we appreciate you and your support continuously.
Mm-hmm. Now it says share a +1. Okay, you know what, Mandy? Look, you in there. You in the building.
Mandy, you got a lot going on with you. I don't know.
Wait, it means you follow us more than anyone else. Oh, we love you.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yes. That's me? Oh, okay.
I guess like a supporter and everything else.
Yes. Okay, so maintaining your individuality while you're in a relationship, that's what we're talking about?
Yeah.
I think to be in a relationship more so, but definitely maintaining your individuality. Since I gotta put it up here.
That's kind of broad though. So it gotta be relationship, right? To kind of narrow it down because you maintain your individuality. I would hope
you
so.
gotta remember, you gotta maintain your individuality more so as a person. You understand what I'm saying? Not just relationship wise, not just in a relationship, in the workplace. You know, you don't want to just be like, oh yeah, the boss said this. Granted, we gotta follow rules and regulations, but at the end of the day, you still need to be your own person. You understand what I'm saying? So it can be more so in various ways, not just in a relationship, because people do lose themselves in a relationship as well.
Okay, so what? So I mean, to me, that's too broad as far as like individuality. But if we're going to talk about maintaining individuality in the workplace, I feel like you maintain that. You're supposed to, unless you just doing you.
Some people are just followers.
Yeah, unless you're exhausting like your energy and becoming like a follower or something like that. I don't really know, because like in the workplace, like you unless like say if you come there with braids and like you hear from upper management or something that, oh, we don't like braids.
I wish somebody would rainbow colors and all.
Charge, like, you know what I'm saying? So in a relationship or like a friendship, like, okay, so if you do like a friendship, maintaining
just in general, because you know there's always people that don't know how to follow their own lead, that don't know how to be their own person unless they're with someone, unless they you know, they're guided and directed to do certain things. More so, even let's say relationship, for more so, you know, so to say, a woman could be into makeup, she can be into being fancy, and then she meets a particular male and he doesn't like that, and then now she's losing her individuality.
But that's what I'm asking.
But I said it can be in various ways.
But then you gotta explain. You gotta actually explain it in a different elements, because they all different. Because you're the same way you are with your friends is not the same way you're gonna be with your spouse, because it's two different things, and it's not gonna be the same way you act at work. So that's what I'm saying. Are we breaking it down like that?
Yeah, we can definitely break it
different
down.
Bases. Yeah, different places,
right?
Scenarios.
All right. So go ahead.
I can't be the ratchet black woman at work.
You can't be the ratchet. Well, I can't. Well, I mean, I'm me at work.
This is not to say I can.
I'm me at work.
Be the ratchet black woman.
I mean, I am I a ratchet black woman? I can be at times, but I'm not. Hey, Don, but I'm not always. So I guess there's a time. Look, there's a time and a place for everything.
There is a time and a place for everything. As long as you know that there's a time and a place for everything, then you're gonna always be okay, because whoever you are as a person, and like say in the workplace, that's normally like who you are. Like, you know, like I don't know, the workplace, my job is kind of like laid back. My unit,
I gotta be a little nicer than I actually am in my workplace.
Well, that's professional, like the professional.
I gotta talk to people. Not really. I really don't have to talk to anybody. I just pretty much gotta say, hey, how are you today? My name is Ranisha, and what would you like to focus on today? And then at the end of how is everything? Here's your water. That's pretty much it.
Well, I guess that's where we're different at, because me, I'm just all the way anti. Hey, how you doing? That's it.
No, I work for tips, girl. So I gotta have a little decorum, because I work for tips.
But even at work, even in uniform and everything, it's like it's bare minimum. How you doing? What do you need? And that's it. And then they be like, she's so mean and she's so rude. No, it's just don't worry about it.
To the point.
So people who know who you are, right? So people who know who you are already know. Don't worry about it. Don't take it personal. That's just who she is. She's not that sociable. She's gonna get to the point and keep it just simple. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just how I gotta be sometimes. But even in a relationship, you gotta maintain your own individuality. You can't be brainwashed. You can be in love, yes. Sometimes, I guess.
My brain brainwashed. Well, we know Precious is the brainwashed.
What?
Yeah, man, you wrote a book. I like it.
Relationship. I get asked I don't wear my husband's team jersey. That's right, girl. I got my own team too. That's another thing. I definitely do not rep West team at all, and he can't stand it. But oh well, Cowboys Nation. My own team is what I rep. So I see this in our area of relationship. He said he didn't expect me to switch teams because I married him. He's a Bucks fan for 20 years. Oh man, are you a changed. Girl, Mandy, so am I. I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm the only Cowboy fan in my house. I'm the only Cowboy fan. Like, my man is a Giants fan. My son's a Giants fan. Girl. I am not changing my team.
Why you shooting shots though? Shots fired.
I am not changing my team, and he do not like it, girl. He was like, whatever. You want to be on that sucker team? Because when it comes down to the Giants and the Cowboys, it's always an issue. But we running this show. We could go on and on about the Cowboys, but I'm not going to do it. But Mandy, you my girl. I see you. You see me. That's how it is. Facebook,
you watch sports. I am not even into sports like that, so it's not even about to go down for me. And my man is like a huge basketball fan. Like, he comes from a basketball family. Like, he's a basketball coach for what the hell is the shit called? I forget what the hell they call these goddamn shit.
I know the bare minimum.
You're not into sports, so
but I'm always gonna support him. Like, when they travel and stuff like that, I go to the games, I watch. I even yell at the goddamn refs. But I'm not a sports fan. Like, sports isn't my thing. But it's not like I'm not trying to make him like the shit that I like, and he's not trying to make me like the shit that he likes. I like what I like. You like what you like. We can meet somewhere in the middle. I may watch what I can watch a little something. Hey, Jay.
But
I'm an individual.
I know enough to be a sports mom. That's it. Like, this shit is a football child. I know the bare minimum. Okay, we losing. Okay, we winning. That's a touchdown. That's this amount of points. I know the bare minimum. I just need to be there.
Girl, that's pretty much what I am. I'm like I'm a sports mom, even though I don't have no kids. But when he out there coaching and the boys is shooting baskets and the ref is calling foul calls, I'm like, that's fucked up. Well, I don't say fucked up, but you know what I mean. That's wrong. You can still gotta argue with the refs.
Hi, man. My son played basketball, so I have to learn some of the stuff on him. And Wes is a basketball fan, like fanatic. That's his sport. So, you learn something from there. But I am not one. I would tell people all day, I'm not about to debate you on sports. I will debate you when it comes down to the Cowboys, though. Okay? The Cowboys is my team. The Cowboys is my team.
I'm not going to debate you on sports. I'm not.
I'm going to ride for my team, bro. I don't care what it is. And like, this house is divided, but it's cool. It's cool. I don't care. That's my.
Everybody gets to be an individual in your household.
That's right.
Exactly, and that's where it starts from at home on your own, right?
But like in relationships, you could lose yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
Definitely.
You could definitely lose yourself. I have lost myself in a relationship. I have lost myself in 2 relationships, 3 maybe.
Right.
Yeah, I lost myself in the beginning. In the beginning of this relationship, I feel I lost myself. Then I found myself, and I ain't losing myself again. it ain't gonna happen.
My last relationship, I realized I lost myself. When I ballooned to 180 goddamn pounds, pregnant. Breastfeeding a kid. And another kid at 2 and sitting in a house and being somebody's stay-at-home mom. When all this gorgeousness needed to be outside in these streets, finding me a new man. And that's it. Okay? That's what
Precious is like that TikTok. And it was like, why don't you go outside? He was like, because I love the streets. The streets love me, but I don't know how to act.
Oh, my God. I can't.
And when I say the streets, I'm not trying to say I'm for the streets, but the streets called my name, and I was in a house in my 20s. I'm in my 30s. That's when I realized it was time to go. Okay. But
I know that's right. You're right, Mandy. You do grow and we get better. You're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm. Like,
we were young and dumb.
Yeah. That's what I'm about to say. Like, I was young. Young and just thinking that this is what my life was supposed to be like, a stay-at-home mom, allowing him to pay all the bills and give me an allowance. And then when you got to ask somebody, like, okay, well, I need extra money for this. And they like, well, I just gave you this for the month. And I'm dependent upon you. That's when you know you done lost. For the streets, like, what you mean? Yeah, the streets. I like the streets.
I like the streets, and the streets like her. She didn't say the men. She said the streets.
The streets.
Let's
be very clear here for the people who don't know me before they think that what I'm saying is I want dick when I'm in the streets. Absolutely not. Been with one man for the last 10 going on 11 years. It ain't that type of party. But when I say I like the streets, I like to get dressed. I like to get pretty. I like to go out with my girls. I like to go out with my man. I like to have fun. The streets like me too. Okay?
No, she don't like the streets. The streets love her, and she loves the streets.
I sure do.
Outside.
So being a stay-at-home mom.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Being a stay-at-home mom was not for me.
It wasn't her.
I'm outside. Hello.
That's right.
Don't say be outside. Right, absolutely.
Period. Bottom line. So,
point blank. Period.
And as far as friendship goes, you can lose yourself in a friendship if you are not sure who you are as an individual and you want to be like your friends. If you see your friends succeeding and instead of being inspired, you want to be a follower. It's a difference between being inspired.
Or not even a follower. It's like you trying to emulate them.
Right. Or you find yourself giving too much to the friendship as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can find yourself in a friendship by yourself.
Yep, that's true. That's a one-sided friendship.
Exactly.
Right. And that's
so you find yourself being a friend. You're being a friend, but they're not.
Correct.
Okay, Emilio said the problem usually is one person don't invest in the other person enough because one should never be allowed to lose themselves, but usually happens when one person is doing more than the other. That is a fact. That's a truth. That last sentence is a real statement because if somebody is doing more than the other, it's gonna start getting draining. Like they're gonna be drained because they're gonna be feeling like they putting in a lot of energy into the situation, regardless of what it is. So that's why you gotta be outside. Catch me in 2022 though.
Oh God.
2022. When they hopefully when they lift all of these mandates and whatnot and we can be outside, catch me outside.
Listen, I don't care if they don't lift a damn mandate. Catch me in 2022.
Let me tell you something. They said until January 26th, you ain't gotta take a COVID test to go to Mexico. Watch me.
Oh God, I guess I gotta go to Mexico then. Oh boy, I don't be wanting to go no place that is too damn hot. I'll be like, oh my God, I'm a tan. It's gonna be hot.
Girl, you worry about being tan. I still won't be on somebody's beach when it's warm. It could be winter time. Go in December. It won't be that hot.
But it ain't that hot in Mexico. The humidity ain't gonna kill you. It's a different heat from New York heat to Mexico heat. You'll be fine.
And be out there worried about. They got umbrellas on the beach. You'll be fine.
Get to it. Jeez.
I just said I don't care about a mandate.
You'll be fine.
I don't care what they mandate. In 2022, I'm outside. And they try to hear me clearly, okay? Because in 21, Jesus. I was in the house.
What would you suggest to someone who has lost individuality in a relationship?
You have to definitely get back to who you are. You have to
find out who you are. Because sometimes people lose who they are because they don't really know who they are.
That's true. Correct. You got a point there. You lose who you are because you don't know who you are. But you can't really lose something you don't know. So you only lose what you really know.
You're still lost and trying to find yourself.
So you gotta get back there. Now, if you are soul searching and trying to understand where you're coming from, then that's a different spirit. That's a different journey. But losing yourself, if you lose yourself, you just got to get back to where you was before you got to that point there, that low point. Because that's a low point when you start losing yourself. You start feeling low. And like that's a depression.
So my thing is, do you feel in a relationship when it goes from we to us, it's losing your individuality? Because a lot of people have noticed some people do think that it shouldn't always be we or it shouldn't always be us. It should sometimes be, well, I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that. Like my main thing is like for some, God.
No, I'm listening.
For example, you
y'all
might
can
have
do
some
things
people
together,
like,
but y'all should also do things apart. Like Precious said, she likes to go out with her girls and her man, but this is at 2 separate times.
correct. Absolutely.
You should have his friends.
Should be.
You should have your set of friends. Sometimes maybe y'all set of friends could get together, maybe, but most of the time, you still have to be able to be your own person. Like, if you ain't with your man,
look at it like that.
I don't know. I want to be. I'm not one girl.
You're not who? You're not what?
I said my name is Ronisha. I'm not Kawan's girl.
Oh,
that's a fact.
Oh,
God. Like, oh, that's his girl. No, my name is Precious.
Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm.
He don't even.
What did EJ say? Because it's not coming up.
Losing yourself isn't necessarily understanding yourself all the time, because we're always evolving. But when you are thriving, achieving, doing things that benefit you, that's a problem, and your partner should support you in doing your own things for yourself.
Exactly.
Yes. But if your partner if you don't communicate that with your partner, then sometimes your partner won't know.
But my
what
thing
it all
boils
down to
communication. But my thing is, it's not even always about communicating, because if you're with someone, then it's your job to pay attention to your person. You understand what I'm saying? Well, listen, you changing. Listen, you kind of moody. Are you okay? Is there something you need to talk about? Because it might be something I might be going through, and I might not be realizing my energy shifting because my mind is at 1,000. And if I'm with you, and if you with me like how you say you are, then now we got to look at it to, okay, well, something ain't right with her. Something's going on. Like, what is it? You understand what I'm saying? And that's how I think it should be. You know, people be drifting, people be in their own zone and don't even realize it. They be like, nah, I'm good. But then you look at them and the facial expression can be different. The energy can be definitely way off. Good evening, Facebook user. We're not sure who you are, but good evening. Thank you for tuning in. You know, so it's not even more so just communicating, because some people don't know how to communicate when they're going through certain situations or even having certain type of thoughts.
Some people don't know how to communicate effectively.
Definitely. Sadly, but then what do they do then?
I don't know, girl. See, I feel like that sometimes. I be trying to say, like, sometimes I be wanting to say stuff, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't say it right now. Because sometimes you can't say that. You also can't say things when you're upset.
But different people explode. Different people, like, you know, explode differently. Some people take time to analyze what happened and, you know, digest it. Some people don't. That's two different communication styles. You know what I'm saying? Because in the heat of the moment, if you piss me off enough, I don't care how you feeling. I don't care. I'm gonna go off. But my man is not like that. He's not like that. He's gonna give it time to like cool for like a couple of minutes or whatever, like hours, whatever. He'll take the time before he come back, because he don't wanna explode on me. You know, he don't wanna be disrespectful, so he'll take that time. But me, oh, you get me hot. I'll be like, I don't give a damn. What, you got a headache? You tired? Get up. Like, we gotta. It all depends with me. Sometimes I could be like, I'm gonna hold this until you know, like, give me a minute to digest. But it's a lot of times I'm going to explode. So some people got different, you know, communication styles, and he knows that. And I also learned that.
Right.
He said break up. Who you telling break up?
You.
And he said break up if you can't be in a relationship that is like, I guess they can communicate.
Yeah, he's not telling me to. He's telling somebody to break up. He wasn't telling me that, because I just started talking. But okay, break up. Okay. But Joy is the last Facebook user. So hi, Joy. And,
okay, hey, Joy.
Tone was the first Facebook user.
I'm like, where you seeing all of this?
I can see it on my
right, because my thing is delayed as hell.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you mean. Okay.
Okay, so
Amelia said something.
Right. So
EJ said, super fact.
like, yo, you said you wanted to get that license. How school? Did you follow up on that business plan, etc.? I was with people who just did for them in spite of everyone else. Like, oh, I'm gonna do me.
Don't care how it impacts anyone else.
Right. No, Eddie, I knew that's what you was talking about, but they didn't know what you were talking about. No, I got it. But like, oh, I'm gonna do me and don't care how it impacts anyone else. Yes, that's very true. That is true. People communicate differently. That's just what it is. So
sadly, right.
Well, that's how you got your own individuality. We can't all communicate the same, then we're gonna be the same. So
correct.
That's a part of being an individual. You want to communicate differently.
I feel like I'm both styles. I'm you and West. Like there's sometimes I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna let this marinate. And then sometimes I'll be like, nigga, say something else. I swear to God. So I don't know.
I don't know, and I be needing answers on the spot. Like I need answers right away. So don't piss me off and don't have an answer. I need an answer now. Like don't think that I need an answer later. I need an answer now because you're not going to be in peace if I'm not in peace. I need peace for my soul, so I need an answer right now.
So you need the answer now.
That shit irritates me, right? That shit irritates me.
So what? Everybody?
It all depends on it. To me, it all depends on what the question is.
Oh, EJ said that's why I'm for the streets. Crazy Sagittarius.
Oh, look, Eddie, don't be talking about Sagittarius. Eddie said true, but gas and fire are combustible. That is very true. That's very true because gas is more silent. Like, you know, as far as when you can't see gas. You can smell it, but you can't see gas, but you can see fire. And it can't combust. So I can see that contrast too, Eddie.
Joy said you have to find a middle ground in a relationship if you're trying to understand each other.
Yeah, you do.
That's all I said. I don't mind compromising.
Yeah,
I don't mind the compromise. But it's not gonna be a one-sided thing where you think I'm gonna do something and you don't have to do anything too. No. We have to compromise on a situation. Unless I'm totally wrong and you're totally right, or you're totally wrong and I'm totally right. Like, which never usually happens.
You can't always disagree. You can always agree to disagree too, though.
You can't always agree to disagree. You have your own opinions because you're individuals. So my opinion doesn't mean that whatever I feel doesn't mean that I'm wrong just because you don't feel that way. It doesn't mean that my opinion is wrong. And just because you feel the way you feel and I don't feel the way you feel doesn't mean that your opinion's wrong. So we can agree to disagree, but there are certain things that are black and white. Like, nah, that was wrong.
Right.
So if I'm straight up wrong, then I'm wrong. But if it's something that's like middle ground and like, you have to compromise on it.
Right.
But I think everything is more so compromising and more so give and take, especially if you want to make it work. And that's relationship, work-wise. The thing is, you might not agree with, well, let's say for work, for example, you might not agree with the rules at hand, but you want that job. So now you got to bend a little. You got to compromise. You got to be like, you know what? Okay, it's not life-threatening. So, I'll give it a try, or I'll see how it goes from there. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Listen, I think that when it comes down to the workplace, my first what am I trying to say? My first approach is professional all the time. Like, I'm very professional, I'm very friendly. Like, when I walk in a room, I see everybody is how I was raised, is what it is. I don't care. Like, the only thing that would ever turn me into a bitch to you at work is if you disrespect me in any kind of way. I do not accept disrespect. I can accept constructive criticism. I can accept if you have things in place that I don't necessarily agree with, because I came to your company, I came to your organization. So, for instance, I work for the city. My rule book is the rule book. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Whatever I'm doing in my unit is that's my division. That's what I have to do. Everybody does this across the board here. So I'm not coming in here trying to be a policy changer for this agency. I'm not. But if you disrespect me in any kind of way, that's the only way you will ever get the bitch out of me at work. Other than that, I'm very pleasant at work. I don't have an issue at work. everybody loves me at work because I don't have a bad spirit. Like, I'm here, and I know we all don't want to be here. We only here because we want to make our money.
We gotta be here. We only here because we gotta be.
Yeah.
Right.
So you about to get poked. You work for the city. Why? This is a hot mess.
Jesus.
But other than that, that's the only way you can get me out my character at work. You have to disrespect me. I don't care from the doorman to the CEO. You disrespect me, I'm a wow your ass out.
I'm gonna read your ass. I'm gonna read you.
I'm definitely gonna read you that. So, but I don't have an issue at work. But when it comes down to like friendships, I don't feel like I ever lost myself in a friendship. I feel like I have. Well, that's a lie. Oh, that's a lie. I had a group of friends who I wanted to hold on to because I knew them from a teenager or whatever, but they were the wrong type of friends for me. They didn't feel the same way I felt about them. And I learned the hardest lesson in the world when it came down to that, okay? And I remember that, like, being so turned off from friends. I'm like, I got my family's way too big. I don't need to deal with no outside bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Then my new, they not new, but my new set of friends, the ones that were not my day ones, so they could have just been my damn day ones. These girls are my ride or dies. Like, I love them to death, love them like sisters. So I did lose myself in a friendship because I found myself really bending.
But I think it's more so everything happens when it's supposed to. Like, had you not went through that situation with the old friends, you wouldn't have realized what real friendship is and
what real friendship
was.
You are absolutely right. These girls they were not my real friends. They did not give a damn.
Hey, Ron, how are you?
They talked about me whenever it was convenient. You know what I'm saying? And like, no. But that did.
But everything happens when it's supposed to, right?
Oh,
so we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna pay some bills. Let's run these commercials, and we'll be right back. What's going on?
He said you run the button.
Looking to podcast shows and do not know
I'm not
where
doing
to
that.
start?
You better let's go.
The
My
Evening Rush
computer's
Network
delayed.
can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
Okay.
And we're back.
So, where's our commercial? Where's our commercial? Why are we missing our commercial, Mr. Producer in the back?
Where's the commercial? She said, where's the commercial?
I think our producer is not focused on our show tonight because he has a new show on Monday. But let's be very clear. We run Mondays, okay? So thank you guys for being here with us. Sorry for the technical difficulties we are having today because our producer is so focused on something else. But y'all know what it is. Y'all with the queens all day.
Because I'm not doing this. I'm gonna have to put my machine up because whatever he got going on, this shit is not working. Hey, Rel, shout out to Rel. He will be starting November 1st on Rel's Relaxation Hour on Monday from 9 to 10. If y'all don't already, follow us on our business platforms, Rainbow Refreshers, Envious Creations, and 360 Photos, which is up and coming. She has plots for her machine. We're waiting on the rest of the machine so we can all the way air it out and take
they can get the spectrum.
And yes, Rel. It wasn't. The shot is not for you. It's definitely for the producer. But hey, Rel, we see you, and we are glad that you are on Mondays. Okay, the queens. Queens run this though. Like we run this. We love y'all, but we run this because we the queens.
You need to take Tuesday to a Sunday, but that's just that's just my opinion. But okay.
Yo, we are girls. Yes, we are girls, so we always gonna have something to say. Especially me, I always have something to say.
Lord, today. But follow us on the Queens of NYC page on Instagram and Facebook. One word, no no crazy asterisk. Yes, we appreciate y'all. And today's topic is maintaining your individuality. Whether it's in a relationship, whether it's in a friendship, whether it's in the workplace, just make sure you are your own person as best as you can be. Granted, when we find love and we're all head over heels, we tend to lose our individuality some type of way. But it's also mainly based on still being your own person.
Yes. Before we went to break, Joy said we both can't have a big ego where we can't allow each other to win. That's a fact. And Joy husband and her, I feel like Joy and her husband are a team. I really admire them as a black couple, as a black couple or whatever, because I know that what she's saying is very true. They both want to see each other win and they root for each other. So shout out to Joy and her husband. You know, he may get on my nerve, but he cool.
He get on her nerves too.
I know. So, but yeah, that's what it's all about. You definitely gotta just maintain who you are or whatever, and everybody in your circle, regardless of what relationship it is, everybody should want to see the best for each other. Like,
right.
Like, I want to see you do good. You want to see me do good. Let's root.
I want to see you win. You want to see me win. We just want the best for each other.
Yeah, you got to be my number one cheerleader. So, yeah, definitely. Why are you laughing?
I got a text.
I know. That's why I'm like, why are you laughing?
Look, I wonder what that text was.
Get back to the show, Andy.
No, it was nothing like that. I just got a text that I'm lagging, and I was like, yeah, I'm on a new computer. It was like, oh, that big Queen's money is paying off. No, it ain't paying off because if it's lagging, it ain't doing what it's supposed to do.
I mean, that ain't nothing to do with the money. That's something to do with the computer. The computer get its life together.
Right, because if it was paying off, I'll be all the way high tech. I wouldn't be lagging it. I got some technical difficulties going on here, and I'm not appreciating it.
It's right.
Not going.
It's all right. We got you. We're gonna hold you down. We're gonna hold it down. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
it is all about balance. You have to balance each other out when you're in a relationship.
It's my internet.
Oh.
But yeah, Ralph, it's definitely about balance. It has to be about balance. You have to find a healthy medium. You have to. In all relationships, you got to find a common ground. If you guys can't find it, it's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work, no matter what you do. Like at all.
I'm okay thinking, do I have a common ground? I must come.
I mean, yeah, you ain't gonna just be with somebody you ain't got no common ground with. You've been with this man for years. You definitely got a common ground.
Like, what
definitely,
is it?
Definitely.
I do. We do. I don't know.
You got a common ground.
Well, you be tired of front.
Yeah, no, you got a
but
common
you
ground.
maintain your individuality. You know you
got that right.
Listen,
I ain't
gonna be bothered. See, you know this already, and that's the good thing on standing ground.
He knows. You know what it is? He accepts me for who I am. And I was thinking to myself the other day, I was like, I don't know if anybody could put up with my shit.
No. And that's a fact.
Right. See?
That's a fact.
And that's how you know there's certain people for you, and then there's certain people that are not for you. You understand what I'm saying? And it's okay because everybody's not going to be. And I don't think everybody should be for you.
Look, I am not for everyone, and I know that.
And that's a fact.
Me too. And I'm okay with that. Whether it's friendship, whether it's relationship, I'm okay with not being for everyone and not being everyone's friend more so.
I don't have to be your cup of tea.
Exactly. I might be somebody Hennessy. I don't know. But I
don't know Hennessy.
Right. Nice little strong, little shot.
Every week, this show and the men that come on this show always let me know I'm not for them. And I always say, I know I'm not. Because
I know that's right.
You and me couldn't work. Because what I demand and what I need, I'm not on that lackluster.
What you require, it's not even a demand. It's a require. What you require to maintain who you are, a lot of them ain't even on that type of timing. And that's what they're on the other side.
There's maintenance that needs to be met.
Balance. Right.
Wait, dark and
Joy
dark
said
liquor.
she could deal with us.
Yes, Joy. Dark liquor hurt when you get older. I don't know about liquor, but that sounds funny.
I don't drink dark liquor anyway, so it don't make me never mind.
No, I said I'm somebody cut the Hennessy. That's what
Yeah,
he's talking about.
Joy said people need to understand when people argue. The unhealthy part is when you can't find a common ground. That's very true.
First of all, I don't know why people think that relationships are supposed to be nothing but good. No, you're gonna have some bad. You're gonna have a lot of bad. But does your good outweigh your bad? And times of bad, are you willing to work through it?
Yeah. I said
that's the question. That's how you test your faith in your relationship.
Because I done told you my man does something every day to piss me off.
Jesus.
He didn't do anything. Actually, today he has not done anything to piss me off. Usually it's an everyday occurrence.
The day is still young.
No, the night ain't young. It's 7:41. If he ain't pissed me off by now, I don't think he's gonna piss me off. I don't think he's gonna piss me off after this.
Hey, brother,
how are you?
Hey, bro.
Yeah, no, It's always something. But
it's all about having patience.
You gotta have a lot more than goddamn patience in a relationship. It's a lot. I said yesterday, I was like, love do not look pretty. Like everybody think love is pretty. That shit don't look pretty. On some realistically, it is not just a pretty situation. Okay, that shit is ugly too. As long as everybody maintain their respect, though, then we gonna be good. But love is just not roses and flowers and rainbows
arts and all of that good shit.
It's not cupcakes and rainbows.
No. And if anybody tells
not
you
all the time, no.
Nope. And if that's what they tell you that's what they getting, somebody lying to somebody. Cause baby,
back.
I got some ugly in I got some
Jesus though.
My man got some shit with him, but we don't shit on each other. That's just
absolutely.
And that's how right. And that's how it's supposed to be, right.
Joy, you can attest. How pretty is love, Joy? It ain't that pretty.
Love is what you make it, just like any other relationship.
What? Wait, Eddie. What? Bottom line is men have to learn to put up with women. Yap. Men talk a lot too, goddamn
it. Eddie,
okay. Y'all men talk too damn much at times. Okay.
What? Joyce. Ralph said relationships that look too perfect might be having a lot of pain. That's a fact.
Joy says she blames these damn movies. Joy, I blame the damn movies too. Have us thinking Mr. Right gonna come out of nowhere and just sweep us over our goddamn feet.
You just think one day you gonna fall right into he gonna just like fall right into your lap and it's gonna be happily ever after.
It's gonna be this. You know in the movies there's always a plot where y'all can't be together for some strange reason.
Yeah, for sure.
It all works out in the end.
For sure, like you definitely, it's always that plot. It's definitely not gonna work out. Like, and then boom, it's the plot twist. What movies will have you fucked up?
Yep.
And then Eddie said he repping for the fellas.
I got your fellas, all right, Eddie.
Eddie, we glad you're here because what the men think that we are just like men eaters, and we're not. So I'm glad you're here. You could come and defend them all day long.
I don't know.
In every situation.
Look, where's EJ when I need him? Because EJ says we are not men bashers.
Yes, EJ definitely told the truth because we are not men bashers. We love our men. We love all the kings. We love
a bunch of fuckery.
Exactly.
Yes. Oh my God.
Because it is not.
Oh man. Thing is, but then that's where it goes to. Is it really love if you feel it's like a bunch of fuckery or if it's like not needed to put it in, put extra energy in? You understand?
Then that's love. Like if you
is it worth it or if it's not worth it?
Nah, if there's a bunch of fuckery within your relationship, it's not worth it. If there's a bunch of fuckery that's going on around your relationship because of your relationship, like, because people don't always want to see you and whoever you with together. So then they make
Correct.
fuckery happen around y'all, but it's not within your relationship.
But I do believe that fuckery can only occur from the outside if y'all let it occur in the inside. Like if y'all let that penetrate, then how y'all not?
Nah, people do fuckery shit on the outside. Doesn't mean that you even entertain it, but it's still fuckery. You be like, I can't believe they would do some bullshit like that. Not that it bothered me at all, but it's like, what are you doing? Like that, you thought you were doing something, but you didn't do shit.
Well,
it's still fuckery.
Friends, that's different. I mean, I'm at an age, I don't need nobody jealous friends, and
I don't.
Real talk, women are more communicative than men. You know what? I would agree with you to a point.
Nah, not me.
Because my man actually have a better communicative skills than me. Like he definitely mellowed me out to
men. Eddie said men just deal with it.
Nah.
And John said he disagrees.
Yeah,
like I think men deal with a lot of stuff.
Men.
I think women deal with a lot more. We will put up with more shit than men do.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that
we just let it pile on, and then sometimes we'll just explode.
Hey, Jasmine.
Hey, Jazz. Thanks for joining us.
Men have to be like crazy, bro. Look, y'all 2 men, so y'all could debate that.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me tell you something. I am the one with the communication issues in my relationship. If my man got a problem with something, he want to talk about something, he ain't got no problem with like, yo, we need to have a conversation. Or saying whatever.
That's right, but that's good.
Whatever his
but
piece
how do you
is.
feel when he does that?
It all depends on what it is. Like if I feel it's something like, why are we talking about it? Because sometimes I feel like he blows certain things out of proportion. But that's just how I feel.
So he's
but I can't just dismiss his feelings. That's how he feels. But sometimes I feel like it's a double standard because I feel like you do this shit too, but I don't say anything because to me it's not a big deal.
Oh, I see. That's a miscommunication, though. Like you said, I see what you're saying.
Like I don't know. I don't know if he realizes that he does this shit. Or
do you tell him?
No, because it doesn't bother me. Rel said that's the tourist shit. It doesn't bother me. It only bothers me when he's like, well, you did this, and I'm like, you did that shit last week. It was okay for you to do it last week, but now I did it because I didn't think nothing of it, and now it's a problem. So I don't.
Yeah, Don said in his relationship, he always try to communicate even when she don't want to talk. That's the same way with Wes. Wes will not let me fester in an attitude. Like he will not let me like just be upset or be pissed and be like I don't want to talk about it. He may give it to you.
The whole thing is I never say I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
I never say I don't want to talk about it. I'll sit there, I'll listen to it. I just don't say anything. I just don't reply. You felt I don't know if he wanted to vent, he wanted to get out what he had to say. Sometimes most of the time when we have a disagreement, because it's only an argument if two of y'all are arguing, but if one person's talking and another person's not saying anything, I'm just listening to what he has to say. It's just a discussion at that point, or it's just a venting session, I guess. Because a lot of the times I'm like, okay. But if I keep saying okay, it's like I'm trying to dismiss what he's saying.
That is very dismissive, though. That's why I'm like,
but that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't say anything. But I don't know what's worse, if me saying nothing or me saying okay.
No, but when that shit is all passive aggressive and dismissive. So yeah,
I'm not being passive aggressive. I really just don't have anything to say about the situation. So instead of me just being like yelling and screaming for no reason about nothing, because I'm.
So do you say I understand your point?
Yeah, I'm like I understand that.
Right. Are you listening to him? Or are you hearing him? No.
Yes. Yes, I do hear him.
When you're having an effective conversation, like when you're having a conversation with you and someone else, in order for it to be effective, you both of y'all have to communicate. Okay, and is not a good way to be effective. So that is gonna cause that person to think that you are being dismissive, and they're gonna either hold it against you, or they're gonna keep revisiting that same conversation after a while. I like when it comes down to me and my man, when it's if you hear him, then you got it. It is right. Somebody said I'm passive aggressive to the highest point. That's not good, Jasmine. If you hear him, you gotta respond. I totally agree. Wes would be like, all right, we gotta have a conversation, because like after a while, my dramatics, it can. Wes got patience, but after a while, my dramatics can get his ass. He'd be like, all right, now, hold on for a second, like, all right,
hold up now.
Yeah, you're not a child. You need to cut it out. Like when you do that does not make me feel right. Like, so you need to cut it out, because I can't do that to you. Like, and then I'll be understanding. I'll be so understanding, because it take a lot for him to kind of shut down my dramatics. It take a lot. So when he coming to shut down that shit, I'll be like, ooh. I'll be looking like a kid that got in trouble. I'll be like, I'm definitely drama queen, though, Jasmine. I ain't even gonna lie, girl. I act like a spoiled brat at every turn, but sometimes it don't work.
He still loves you, which is good, and he knows how to deal with you. So he knows the best thing is to communicate, because people be like, well, I don't got time to deal with her extraness or her just being dramatic. You understand what I'm saying? And being that he takes the time out and you listen, that's always like the best thing.
Yeah, I might do it again.
And that's how people relationships work.
Just won't do it right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might push the button again, but just won't push it then and there. Like, I give it a little time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pushing I don't know. He got patience, though. He got patience that I have never experienced outside of my dad. So I can't. I don't know.
Okay.
Like, nobody. I don't know. I can't say nobody don't have patience like him, but you trying to be my man, you need patience, because I'm a lot.
So God knew what he was doing when he sent him. So it kind of was like a movie for you.
Hell no, it wasn't no movie for me. I don't do that. That wasn't a movie for me. Let me tell you, bro. Okay. Hell no, it wasn't a movie for me.
Y'all couldn't be together, then y'all got together. Then it was something that said, you know what, y'all can't be together, and then y'all got back together.
It was nothing like that. We ain't never have a you can't be together moment. We had a this. It was like a dream. I was like, oh, this man is like God sent. That shit went out the window. I said, oh, he's a nightmare. Get him up out of here. Lord. He ain't for me. Yo, don't come up here talking about that was a movie. That wasn't no movie for me. That was smoke and mirrors. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. Everybody know this story. Me and my man used to see each other every day on the bus. Okay, and he would be staring at me like, and I used to want to say, "What the fuck you looking at?"
Listen.
So, who knows?
You was kind of aggressive. Like, why? Why were you so aggressive?
I just, because why you staring? Like, literally, he was like this. Why are you staring at me, my nigga? Like, what are we doing here?
That was a little creepy, though. Why he staring like that? That's a little creepy.
Exactly. Like, what are we staring at?
I mean, but it worked, because 18 years later, you still.
But that's not how we met, though. So it wasn't even the bus stage. Because I swear, I was really good. And my man was a little chunky. Well, he still is a little chunky, but he was a little shorter. I don't know. I just was going to say, what your fat ass looking at? He probably would have tried to beat my ass. I don't know.
Listen,
Yeah.
that's hilarious and it's funny, but relationships are very they are very difficult.
Duh.
You got
There's nothing easy about a relationship. And people be thinking, when people post all of their pictures on Instagram and stuff like that, like, oh, yeah, they're having a good day now. They're having a good day while they're out.
Everything. My thing is, don't front for the gram, because if you know your ass is in turmoil in the house, don't front because it's nobody's
but
business.
what I'm trying to say
You
is,
understand what I'm saying?
yeah, some people be doing way too much. Like, they already know they ain't in a good relationship, but they making it seem like they in the best relationship ever. We all know that y'all ain't in the good relationship. But I'm just talking about even people that have good relationships. People who've been married for years and they do have a really good relationship. They still have bad times.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know. When I look at people like in relationships or whatever, I never try to assess if they're not happy or not, and they just pin on smoke and mirrors, because you just never know what people going through, right? So I don't never try. I don't want to be.
You don't want nobody looking at y'all
ever. You see that? You see that, Jasmine? You see that?
No. No, it wasn't just a simple like glance. Like, this nigga was staring in my face. Like,
I'm telling you, that's a little creepy, but he still got her after 18 years, Jasmine. So she wasn't that creeped out. Okay, that's what I'm saying. But
I know, because I was like, I know him. We went to high school together.
But when it comes down to like people putting on shows or whatever, unless you're doing the absolute most, I don't really look for all that. Like, as long as you say you happy, then you good. Because only you know when you fronting.
Mm-hmm.
If you fronting, that's gonna fuck with you. You good. No matter how you try to look happy, that's why nobody.
Don't be in somebody else's inbox and then you fronting like you happily married or happily involved.
Just because we had this conversation though. Just because somebody is in someone else's inbox, don't mean they at home acting like their home is so terrible.
Right. Don't make it. They probably be at home.
They could be outside fronting. They could be outside fronting, but when they in front of that woman, they doing something. They are not doing that.
They are not the person. Look, they are two. They have two different individualities in them. They got the home and the housewife.
Social media is definitely a big laugh fest, but I think that when it comes down to like people front in front of gram, I don't really conform to. I don't really care about stuff like that, because you ain't never supposed to be on social media putting your worst foot forward. You always supposed to put your best foot forward. So
right.
I'm not.
But my thing is, just don't put nothing up there. That's my thing. Social media is big and big lie. Correct.
Okay, but why not? If I'm happy, why wouldn't I put that I'm happy?
No.
Because my man is in your inbox.
If you happy, you happy.
No, Rainbow, because my man is in your inbox empty. That's what you're trying to say. I should be happy. I shouldn't be happy. What if I don't know he in your inbox empty? I don't know he in your inbox empty. So let me be happy.
He's like, but where is them cupcakes though?
Where are them cupcakes? You know what I'm saying? And then I got some of the cupcakes.
God.
Then I got some of the cupcakes. So he brought home the cupcakes, but he over there every inbox talking about he needs some cupcakes. No, we're not.
You know what's crazy? I had situations like that when the dude try to push up or try to holler, and I'll be like, "Nah, I'm good. You you maintain what you're doing." And then like a week or two later, or occasion come about, and then it's, well, can you make the cake for this? And can you? And I'll be like, okay, no problem. Well, can you put her name? And I'm like, yo, dead ass. And so a lot of times I don't even take that shit personal anymore, because my thing is, I'm gonna still do my business or whatever. Yeah. But my thing is, if you already know you couldn't get me one way, why are you even trying another way? And then I just switch. Biscuit, take this cake outside. Jojo, take this cake outside. Because if you thought you was gonna see me that type of way, we're not even about to do that type of timing.
Yeah,
but they be fine.
That's a thing. That's right. And then business owners, get it a lot. They get a lot of flirting. People flirt with y'all all the time. Cause listen, it can be annoying if you are not strong enough to resist that type of temptation. You know what I'm saying? Because listen,
right.
I'll tell you what I mean or behind the camera about that. But anyway,
right.
Somebody put, I feel you, my second husband, everybody thought we were the Leave It to Be.
Probably the Leave It to Beaver family.
Eddie said persistence is the key. Bye, Eddie. And yes, they do be thinking they're gonna get a discount. You absolutely right. And if you giving them a discount,
you gotta pay double, my man. I need you to pay double.
But whoever the
I'll do double, but the price is the price.
The price, yesterday's prices.
Price. Exactly.
The Facebook user who said it about the Leave It to Beaver family, that's how it was with me and my ex-husband. Everybody just knew we were so happy.
Okay.
And then when I had came out with the whole domestic violence story, they were totally confused. Like, who? Him? I'm like, oh yeah, he was a monster.
Oh yeah.
Just
right.
He was in there whooping on me, you know what I'm saying? So he was a monster, and people who knew us could not believe it because they just thought that we was just like this perfect little family with these little nice little kids, and we were just all good. And in the house I was living in the house of horror, so I trust me, I understand what you're talking about. Okay. What up, please? Hush, Shice, thank you for the commercial. It's so true. I love it. Okay, so
I appreciate you.
So I know it's our time, and I know that the other show is not coming on today. It's
November 1st.
You know what's
stand by to know, yes, November 1st, Rel's Relaxation Hour. He will be on the air on Mondays from
what this relaxation is about, Rel. What does that mean?
We're gonna definitely be tuned in, but I was popping all that shit, and they not even coming on this week. They coming on next week. God damn. Bro, next week I'm popping shit again. I gotta rewind it just because y'all coming back. Y'all coming back next week. Y'all gonna be on next week. I'm sorry. Damn, I popped all that shit.
But we can roll over our hour sometime, so that's gonna be a nice little touchy type of situation over there. So that's why he just needs to move his day. That's just my opinion.
I'm just saying, we'll talk about that later. Now we got you on the network, so we definitely gonna let you get your time. Mondays was all hours, but now we gotta share with Rel and his relaxation podcast. After a long day, we're gonna unwind and relax. Well, Dawn, you know for a fact I gotta pop my shit. You already know. My family
already unwind with us. Look, we are after the long day.
We start your week off. What he said?
He said I'm following the queen.
So delayed.
Oh no, the Facebook user said my family took his side and we didn't speak for 5 years. Wow, I'm sorry that happened to me. My family took my side, girl. They was like, hell no, we don't know what's going on here. His family took his side, my family took my side. No other way. Oh, okay, yeah, bro, we love you. Don't worry about it. I just gotta pop junk.
We just talking shit. It's all right.
That's it. I got to do it because next week you gonna come really with your best foot forward because the queen's gonna be watching because we gotta see what's going on this.
We gotta pick a nice topic. Yes, we gonna have to keep it spicy. So you bring it in nicely, you tone it down. Let's see your relaxation hour how it's gonna be. But we're gonna definitely come to a closing.
That would be cute. And
we gonna be out here soft and warm.
Yeah, that would be cute. So that because when he come through with the soft and warm and rainbow words, then it's like, okay, when you turned up with the queens, you relaxing with Rel. Okay, Rel, that you wanted something, Rel. MP just said it. You wanted something.
Well, we gotta see, because if we spicy during the 8:00 hour, the 7:00 hour, and he's spicy too, then I don't know how they're gonna be relaxing, but we're gonna have to figure it out. But we appreciate y'all.
They're gonna be relaxed if it's spicy.
Yeah.
The topic was maintaining your individuality. If you do not do that, or if you feel you have lost your individuality within in a relationship or a friendship, take time out to think about it. Like, listen, I used to be this way. How do I get back to this point? Or I miss this person. I want to get that person back. Always take the time out to find you. Always take the time out to realize who you are and don't get too confined in others. If you don't already, follow us on our social media platforms, Rainbow Refreshers, Envious Creations. 360 Photos is about to be up and running. Follow us on our Queens of NYC page on Facebook and Instagram. Big shout out to DJ Tubor Kane. He shouts us out on the radio, 108 Soul from 12 to 2. We appreciate you. We appreciate the Masons and everybody that do watch us and do support us. They did hit us up. They had actually hit me up. They would like to come a sponsor. So I'm inquiring with them about that as well. So once again, please continue to tune in. We will be back next Monday, same time, same station. And our
maybe a little longer. No.
Right, it's definitely a little longer. We got to find another topic, something more, a little spicy. Today was kind of mellow. Last week was real, more so real, raw and uncut with the domestic violence situation. And so we're gonna see what we're gonna do for next week. We're gonna spice it up. Hopefully Rel come on in and he tone y'all down a little bit, keep y'all a little intrigued, because if not, we just gonna have to keep Mondays and wipe the whole airway sound way down. But we ain't gonna keep coming for you, Rel. But we will definitely see y'all next week. Tune in, same channel. Also, don't forget to follow us if you don't already on the Evening Rush on Google. We have apps. We on the Google app, and we are in the Play Store. Download our apps. We have 11 shows on the network that has had their different seasons, their different shows, and every show that has been on a platform, their shows are up there. So if you feel you missed the show, if you missed our pleasurable treats and our tour lady, go on the app, download the app, and you can definitely watch our show. Anything you've missed. Yes. Also with the Evening Rush Network, the Evening Rush show that's on Wednesday, their shows are on there. Every show from Monday, starting us off, till Saturday, till Friday, is on the network. So definitely tune in, and we'll see y'all next week. Later.